So a trend always needs a time frame and context. So instead of saying, oh, Tesla is in an uptrend, you should probably say Tesla is showing an uptrend on this 5-minute chart. Or maybe it is an uptrend, but you're looking at a daily chart. Got it? Now let's do some practicing with swing highs, swing lows, higher lows, lower highs, lower lows. Okay. Sorry. So for example A, the swing highs are getting higher because they're increasing. The current or the new swing high is higher than the previous swing high. The new swing high is higher than the previous swing high. So that makes it a higher swing high or a higher high. And then for the swing lows, 13 is higher than the previous swing low, and 11 is higher than the previous swing low. So that makes it a higher swing low or a higher low. And what did I say about higher highs plus higher lows? What trend is that? An uptrend. This is an example of an uptrend because you have higher highs and higher lows. All right. That's example A. All right. For example B, we have swing highs that start at 50. The next mountain or the next mountaintop or local swing high is a 47, because remember, on an uptrend or a downtrend, you still have swing highs and swing lows. So the next swing high is 47, which is lower than 50, which makes it a lower swing high. And then that 44 is lower than 47, which makes it a lower high or lower swing high. You just slash the swing out. That's how I had to learn it. It was easier for me to say lower swing high and then just slash the swing out, and then I got lower high. And the same for the rest of them. That was the easiest way for me to learn it. And then for here, swing lows, because remember, no matter on an uptrend or downtrend, you still have swing lows. The first swing low is 48. The current swing low is 45. 45 is lower than 48, so that makes it a lower swing low, or slash the swing and it becomes a lower low. And then 42 is lower than 45, which is a lower swing low, slash the swing out and it becomes a lower low. And remember, lower highs plus lower lows equals a downtrend. Y'all can screenshot that. All right, that's example B. For example C, we have swing highs. They go from $20 to $20.10 to $19.95 to $20.05. It's all within the same range of around $20. Then we have a swing low of $19 to $19.10 to $18.95 to $19.05. It's all within a range of $19. That makes it a sideways trend or range trend or consolidation. You can screenshot that. All right. Now, Tony, why should I care about trend? And because eventually your strategy may depend on it. You might have to use strategy to get out and not have a catastrophic loss. All right. It's because, again, day trading is about probability, but you need a lot of context. If I get into something like this, I got to know how to play the game. I got to know how to read this trend on how I'm going to get out of this situation, especially if I bought high and I'm trying to sell low, but the price ain't doing nothing. All right. So for example, imagine you eventually develop a rule, because remember, as a trader, you need to have rules that you follow on most, if not all, of your trades, because it helps you develop a game plan. You stick to that game plan, and it becomes your secret sauce. So, for example, imagine we eventually develop a rule that says, I only take this particular long setup when the larger structure supports an uptrend. Okay, so I'm only gonna do X, Y, and Z when the larger structure, the whole daily market or the daily time frame that I'm looking at, supports an uptrend. It looks like the whole thing is in an uptrend, not just one specific candle. Okay, and then suddenly high highs and high lows aren't random vocabulary. You know what you're talking about. You know that that's an uptrend, because high highs plus high lows equals an uptrend. They're part of your trade criteria. So we don't ever enter a trade thinking, I feel like this is going up, so I'm going to go ahead and buy some shares. No. You want to start thinking closer to my predefined conditions are present. So that's going to determine me making the probability or the educated guess that I'm going to jump in. Because I done did all my research, looked at all my context, and it aligns with my rules of jumping in. All right. This is where you start building your conditions. Now, again, one green candle don't mean you in an uptrend. It's just for that particular point or that particular time frame, it is in an uptrend. But that doesn't mean the overall market structure is in an uptrend. All right. And the same with a red candle. One red candle does not mean I'm in a downtrend. You need more context. You need the bigger picture. You need more candles. You need more stories. More words in your story. More candles in your market structure. All right. Now, let's go over vocabulary. So trend is a general direction of price over a given context or time frame. So general direction of price over a given time frame. All right. Swing high is a local price peak. So it's where the price reaches a peak and then it turns. That peak is a swing high. A swing low is a local price valley. It's where the price drops down, but then it starts swinging around to go up. That valley is a swing low. A higher high is a new swing that's above the previous swing high. So it's a new swing high that's greater than the previous swing high. That makes it a higher high. A higher low is a new swing low that's higher than the previous swing low. A lower high is a new swing high that's less than the previous swing high. And a lower low is the new swing low that's less than the previous swing low.